Torry has had lots of industries. For example, just over the hill here, you had Harper's works. And Harper's produced lots of stuff. They produced, for example, bridges for railways, but they produced them in kit form. So, for example, you can go to New Zealand or South Africa and find Harper railway bridges which were shipped out to those countries in kit form and then built by local labour in those countries. And indeed, many of the bridges that are still in use in the railway system here in the UK were produced by Harper's. They also, in fact, produced some of the very first motor cars that were ever produced in Great Britain. There also used to be a tyre factory up there, Webster's tyre factory, which produced tyres for lorries, cars, all sorts and so on. And of course further up the hill, where IKEA have just vacated the premises up there, that whole complex, part of which the post office now occupies and so on, that was the Michelin tyre plant, which produced thousands and thousands and thousands of car tyres before it closed. There were, of course, a large number of granite quarries in Torry as well. And in fact, an awful lot of the cobbled streets, long before we had tar macadam. Most, if not all, of the streets in Aberdeen, Market Street, in and around the harbour, a lot of streets in Torry were all cobbled. And these cobbles came out of quarries here in Torry. There were also granite merchants who made headstones and memorial granite stuff and granite columns and all that sort of stuff. There were at least 4, if not 5. There was also the glue factory. If you have fish and the fishing industry and so on, we don't eat fish heads, we don't eat fish bones, we don't eat fish skin, we don't eat fish guts. So something has to happen to it. So the glue factory took all of this fish offal and turned it into high quality glue. And if you think, well, the home of envelopes was here in Aberdeen. The paper industry produced some of the very first envelopes. And what do you need with any good envelope? You need to be able to lick it and seal it. Hi, my name's John Dunn, and I'm recording this for Voices of Torry.